I created BFDI. You might know me as the voice of Pencil in this episode.
Hi, I'm Florence. As Adam said, I help make BFDIE, but I also make the subscriber specials on Jack and Jellyfeet, and I also voice Six.
Yes, B6.
Hi, I'm Sun, but you also might know me as Yellow and Giro. I help write on Teapot with Sam and Animator, but I don't voice a character, but I make Paper Puppets Take Two.
My name is Ben. I'm a writer on Inanimate Insanity. I've written songs for both shows. I'm also the voice of Balloon in Inanimate Insanity!
And the voice of Broken Face in Teapot.
Hi guys, my name is Dee. You might recognize me from Inanimate Insanity as Marshmallow. I also spend a lot of time with Candle as well. Oh, and don't forget about me, Clover's here too. And save the best for last, Cheesy, too.
And I'm Adam, I'm the creator of Inanimate Insanity, and some voices I like.
Oh, I love Test Tube. What a fun
But a new favorite of mine
Has to be Sidewalky.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much. We have 4 microphones here, 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 and here, so we're going to do that fun box formation. We're going to start right over here.
So, what I wanted to ask is, where do you get all your ideas for like the episodes and that kind of stuff?
I think the early ones, we were just kind of copying Total Drama Island. I know there were episodes of that show where people are balancing on a pole, they try to stay on as long as they can. So we thought, let's do it the same thing on a balance beam, and that was episode 1.
Yeah, and similarly with Inanimate Insanity, literally the clip jump from episode 1 of Total Drama Island was literally our challenge too. But a lot of it has to do with, each character's story, like, at least for II, it's like, each character is kind of based on what object they are as part of the story. So, Box just has to open up a little bit more and, stuff like that. And so it's seeing how the characters interact, where do we want them to go from there, and seeing them all interact.
Okay.
I'd say there's not really a specific place where I get the ideas from or whatever. I think it's a lot of subconscious inspiration from a lot of stuff that I've watched or read before in my life. And one thing I would like to say about that is that it's kind of like a muscle where if you spend your time thinking and brainstorming, it gets easier to you. You can start thinking of things faster.
Thank you, great question. Right over here.
All right, so my question is, are we going to get to see more Donut, or are we going to get to see what his diary, we're going to get to see what's in his diary, and also, I think him merging with numbers will be relevant in Teapot 25, I don't know.
Well, we want to show the characters that people love. And does anyone out there love donuts? Oh my gosh. Well, that means we need to show more of Donut's psyche unraveled. In his journal and diary, yes.
Yes. Thank you. And right up here.
I'm just gonna get straight to the point for this. How many episodes is IDFB gonna have?
We had the same question. We had an idea, but we're thinking, how are we going to split it into episodes? So we'll wait and see as they come out.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, right up here.
Okay, my name's Lane. It's nice to meet y'all. And my question is coin pin official? Because in Carrie's video, he said in the announcement video, in BFDI 820, he said that it's the coin pin divorce. So is that confirmed that Coiny and Pin are dating each other?
That's a straight shit.
I think every name that people come up with is real because that's what. Because it's the name for the idea that you have. It's for the thing that you're enjoying. So, if you want it to be real, it can be real.
Thank you!
Awesome. Right over here.
If you ever made a non-existing plushie, how would you make it?
I think you all have one right now.
Thank you so much for it. He's my favorite.
You get a non-existing. You get a non-existing.
objects in IDFB?
I don't know if in IDFB, but definitely sometime in the future, we want to tell more stories about how the objects came to be. It could be in IDFB, it could be in a different season also.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Right up here.
Hello. You guys are really awesome, but like, am I allowed to talk about other IPs here? Because I'm gonna make a connection.
Did you say other ideas?
No, IPs,
Oh,
like...
other IPs, sure.
When I was watching, I was seeing a lot of correlation of when Pencil was in a time loop, and I saw a lot of connections relating to, one of my favorite characters from Undertale, Flowey. Did Flowey have any inspiration? Did you have any inspiration for Pencil's time loop arc?
Well, this makes me wish that our writer-director Sam Thornbury was here, because he's the only one who knows what was going on in his brain when he was writing it. But
definitely, I am a fan of Flowey from Undertale.
Thank you. And right up here.
Hello, my name is Liam. I've been watching your show since 2017, and...
Ooh.
Okay, so, trying to figure out how to word this. So, could you try and, so, your favorite line from the series from another character, try doing it in a character's voice. Like in your character's voice.
Oh my god, Weezers.
Good going, Match. Now our stupid tests are stupidly on stupid fire.
Yeah, I know! It wasn't very big, just a little bud! A flower went crazy!
Greetings and salutations! Thank you. Yeah, right here.
Hi, my name is Pretzel, and I'm making an object show as well, and I one of my main struggles is keeping up with everything, because I don't really have any app or anyone to help me on the object show, and I just kind of struggle with motivation, so how would I keep up with that better?
well, first of all, I think it's awesome that you're making an object show. I definitely hope it goes far. Well, I mean, when Carrie and I were making BFDI, the first 7 years, it was just 2 people. It was just me and Carrie. So, I mean, I guess half of that's already less people. So, it definitely won't be easy, but I think making it fun, making sure that every bit of it is something you want to do, I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, and I would say too, a lot of the people who were in season 1 of II, my dad is Mephone, and my friend Michael Bruzzoni from kindergarten is Lightbulb. So just kind of working with my friends or family who want to contribute, and I think a lot of people, clearly it is an object show, but it's also an animated thing as well. So I think if you frame it more of it's an animated show that I want to make, maybe more people will express interest that aren't in exactly the object show community.
I think a good way to maybe, because making an episode is such a huge, daunting task. I think one way we kind of try and make it seem less daunting is to split it up into very small tasks. So maybe one day you'll write a single scene, or maybe you'll come up with a location. It doesn't have to be all in one day. You can really split up the tasks and really do it at your own pace, so you don't get overworked or you don't stretch yourself out. So it's just really all about going at your own pace.
And I think there's something to be said about momentum. In your workflow, I think if you plan to make a really, really huge thing, you might burn yourself out before you ever even release it. So I do think that idea of splitting it up into smaller chunks, maybe make a smaller thing first, put that out, and then make the next thing. And, once you put something out there, people might see it. And maybe that'll help you feel motivated to keep going,
Great question. Right over here.
Hello. Where did you find your voice actors and what do you look for in a voice actor?
Well, we have to retell the D origin story, how D got involved in Inanimate Insanity.
I'm gonna preface, do not do what I did. Way back in yesteryear, you used to be able to direct message YouTube channels directly. Can't do that anymore. And I saw a rumor that Marshmallow was kicked out of season 1 because Adam couldn't voice her anymore. And I was steamed, y'all. I was mad. That was my girl. So I made a video imitating the voice, and I sent a very nasty message to Adam. And I was like, well, I was very mean. I'm never gonna hear back. 2 hours later, hey, yeah, this was great. Would you like to do this? Here I am.
I think the lesson to take away from there is passion, and usually you want to, do it in a more positive way, but the passion was definitely there.
But I think it goes to show, like, just putting yourself out there, maybe not in the nasty way, but, being able to put your portfolio online and be like, hey, it's out here in the open. If you're interested, like, here's the work, easily accessible for you to look at. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, right up here.
I wanted to ask, will the other Algebrillians ever get plushies, or will there ever be any Algebrillian vinyl figures ever?
We want to plushify every character. You can think of anything. And that does include Black Hole. So yes, every Algebrillian is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Amazing. Thank you. And vinyl figures too.
Yeah, right up here.
Hi. How would you, say the flowers in one's realm smell like?
I don't know a whole lot about flowers. I know there are probably people in here who know way more than I do.
I imagine one's dimensional area is very space. So I would assume that maybe they smell. Let's see. Well, it's maybe all blue, so maybe blueberries or something. Maybe something along the lines of that. That could be. It's a fictional world, so I guess you can really smell anything.
I think that's the new canon smell.
Thank you. Yeah, right up here. Oh my God, it's yin yang.
I'm cosplaying as a character from a popular Roblox game known as Die of Death. His name is Artful, he's a French magician.
Even better, but it looks amazing.
Okay, anyways. Hi, I'm really happy to be here. Do you guys have any favorite ship pairings? It doesn't have to be canon or anything, I just want to know, do you have any favorite pairings?
Oh boy, do I.
I want to hear.
I was fighting for Page A for years. But also, I'm a huge silver candle person. I was waiting for that question.
I know Brian isn't here, but
I love doing the test tube band proposal scenes.
these are always fun. All right, there you have it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, right over here.
Okay, so I have a question for the II people. At the end of season 2, we see and we realize that BFON accidentally made all the contestants and also side characters. So I wanted to know, what were the season 4 debuters that we didn't see in season 1 meant to be? Were they supposed to be one-off jokes like II Pencil or something else?
We get into that a little bit. There's a scene in episode 2 of season 4 where Box and Bonesaw talk about potentially being the prototypes of Knife and Suitcase, and we see overlap there. So it's something we want to get into in future episodes, but they were created by BFON for sure. Because I know there are other characters that were a little bit more gray area, whether or not they were made by him, but they definitely were. Those new debuter characters like Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, and we might explore it more in the future. but I do think probably they were just byproducts of Mifo and imagining what contestants on his ideal show would be like, and he was just coming up with different archetypes. Some of them made the cut and actually made it onto the show, and others stayed buried in the subconscious.
Think about Tiki and Cadley, right? They both love the right? So that could be an interesting thread. But yeah, we're excited to get into it. Thank you. Great question.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and right up here.
Hi, my name is Orson. I just wanted to ask something. If you all had to decide a winner for each season instead of the comments voted, who would you choose for each BFDI season?
Well, I think there's genius in numbers. I think the hive mind decided correctly. I wouldn't change a thing.
I would let Bubble win season 1.
I think for BFB, I would have wanted Blocky to win.
Agreed. I personally was team Book, but I also would have really liked to see a Needle win. Are there any Needle fans in the house? Yeah.
Yes, Needle, you can win.
I think I agree that Bubble was robbed in season 1.
I was rooting for QnA and BFDI. I was actually surprised he got out. But yeah, you know, but he did great. But yeah, great question.
Thank you.
Yeah, and right over here.
What happened to Ruby and BFDI A25?
I think she just had been spending too much time listening to a song by Lemon Demon. Sometimes the music just takes over your brain.
All right, there you have it. Thank you. Yeah, and right over here.
Hello, my name is Gabriel, and I'm really excited to be here, and I've never talked to the creators of anything, and I'm so excited to be here. Well, I was confused at the end of Teapot 25 because why didn't one just... Sorry, I'm Teapot 25 because why didn't one just tell 4 that she wanted to recover 3 instead of saying that to take it to her?
We'll have to wait and see. I wish our writer-director Sam Thornberry was here, because we'd be able to ask him a lot more questions. But until the Sam files are released, we'll never know.
I guess the future is to be told there, but great question.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and over here, it's Praise Meatbone.
Hi, so I'm a big fan of paper, so I have to ask. Since OJ was able to call Paintbrush in episode 4 using the pagers that Test Tube gave everyone, will Paper be able to stay in touch with everyone using that, or will we just never see him again, I guess, until episode 20 or something?
No, for sure. Well, they definitely traded the pens, which Paper cites as you take this pen, I'll take the other. So they definitely have a way to get in touch with each other. So we'll have to explore that in the future.
Thank you, I loved the episodes.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Hi, you may know me as the person who was screaming in the audience. So
You might have to narrow it down a bit more than that.
I have a question about the deals and stuff. Is one's the deals, are they actual pieces of paper or are they holographs?
Well, the lines on those paper, I've heard people talk about how those lines, they're not text, they're rectangles. Maybe every single line is a sensor, and all of those documents actually have words that we don't know about.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, right up here.
Okay, so I want to ask a question about IFB. So, are we gonna find out who was the person targeting Bozo in IFB?
I, Golfball, am not a bozo.
But yeah, we're gonna learn a lot more about a lot of the things we saw in IDFB 1. We want to explain as much as we can in the season.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
We saw when BFDI 25, episodes 6 and 25 aired on TV. But in BFB 4 says that the votes were a record-breaking amount. So has 4 canonically seen those episodes with the vote counts?
I think 4's memory is hazy. 4 is powered by passion, not facts.
There you have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right over here.
Are there any plans for BFDI to get onto some sort of streaming service?
We definitely would really like to. I think that would be really cool. Definitely like seeing BFDI in a place that's not YouTube. That would be a new thing. So we want to.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Hi, I'm Cayman, and I'm wondering, since I'm a big fan of Lightning and Life Ring, I pray for a plushie of them, and I hope for an Alabama tour.
Did you say Lightning and Life Ring?
Yup.
Oh, wow. Well, fun fact, I think the Life Ring voice is just Sidewalkie sped up a lot. So it's a fun fact. Well, Life Ring isn't in the rotation right now, but I feel like, do you all like Life Ring? Would you want to see that, maybe? All right. Maybe we gotta throw him in there.
And the same for the Lightning plush. Who's a fan of Lightning? Well, then we have to make it then.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
So, if 4 was a fan of BFDI from the first episode, who did he vote for in the first episode?
I like to think that 4 registered an account called J Silly Boy and wrote the first comment. The first vote that says flower goes away.
I wasn't a fan of her.
Thank you. Right over here.
Hi, I'm Sunil, and first of all, I have this for you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I wanted to know, what do the Algebralians feel like? Are they like made, do they like have fur, do they have scales or feathers?
Oh, we know more about what's under the skin than what it feels like on the surface, because that's the part that like makes the squeaky sound and stuff. I know Florence might be able to say more about the different textures of the Algebralians.
I can't really say this is a canonical answer, but I always imagine them as very squishy and rubbery, kind of like a dodgeball maybe, because it's still skin, you know.
Right on. Thank you. Awesome question. And right over here.
Alright, so I'm a huge fan of BFDI. And can we get a loser chant, please? Alright, now Michael, can we get a picture of us and you?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, thank you for the loser's thing.
Let's get it in real quickly.
All right, thank you. That'll be the one photo for the entire session. So that is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, right over here.
I just want to know, for Teapot, when Pencil was added in purposely because of Juan, if Pencil was like one of the first people to get out in that voting, what other character would be added in instead, and how would it affect Teapot?
I mean, I would assume it would just be Bracelety with the third amount of votes. But we don't really know what exactly would happen because we didn't get Bracelety, so no one's ever really thought about it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Right over here.
Hello, my name is SketchUp Ketchup, and I have a question about Meatpad. Since this episode is, where everyone just escapes, Meatpad is stuck there, but if he was to get, fixed, would he remember everything, or would he just get, factory reset?
It's a really good question, and I know there were some people in episode 5 talking about the scene where Paper was talking with Poppy about MeTag, And it's like, well, we haven't seen Paper really interact with MeTag that much. Could he really be that?
I think they were asking about MePad. Were you saying MeTag or Pad?
Oh no,
I'm
well,
saying MePad.
yeah, I bring that up
Oh, I see.
because Paper is the one that's with MePad now. So I think we're going to be seeing more of that dynamic potentially in the future. Not necessarily MePad getting up and being alive, but like where that story is going to go. So we have thoughts for sure.
It's a really good question about whether MePad would remember anything if they managed to repair him. We kind of see in episode 5 that test tube really tried a lot of things, and apparently whatever is broken with MePad is very, very difficult to fix. But we're definitely not done exploring that territory, I'd say.
I'm gonna keep trying and see what I can do.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, right here.
My question is, how do you guys think golf ball and tennis ball became friends before the events of BFDI?
Well, I was born a long, long time ago. And because of that, I cannot remember.
But I'm sure, you know, the viewpoint of the camera, you know, maybe we'll see it, you know, if golf ball doesn't remember, we'll see it happen, you know, in a flashback or something.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Hi, my name's Moxie. I have a question for BFDI. Is Jack, the I Can Make a Difference kid, actually a god? Like, was he the one who created the whole universe, the objects, the algebraian, you know, the whole thing?
I mean, that's so cool that, like, you know, you're wondering about Jack, because I did not intend for that to happen. I didn't intend for, in 2008, I made that for the Reflections program. I don't know if that exists, like, in other parts of the country, but he could be a god, who knows? It's a big responsibility to have, so I hope he does well.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, yeah, right over here.
I was wondering if the thank you for subscriber episodes are canon.
Well, they do have their own universe, you know, the way that each one follows the next one, but they are a spin-off. They're sort of their own thing.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Right here.
I have a question for Michael. How do you come up with your song names?
Oh my gosh, well, I guess I don't really. I mean, some of them are keyboard smashes, so I wish I had a better way to name, but I think it's really cool. Like, thank you for listening to the music. I think that's awesome. I really appreciate
love your
that.
OSTs.
Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's just like whatever comes, like, you know, I'll look to the right of the screen and whatever's sitting there on the desk, maybe I'll name a track after that. It's really up to chance.
Thank you.
Yeah, right over here.
Hi, I have a fun question for Adam. I want to know, so Nico always acts like he's, you know, uptight and doesn't, like, care about anything. I wonder, does he ever have any, like, special hobbies that he would be embarrassed about for anybody else to know?
Well, I like to think, you know, Nico, he's working in the reality restaurant right now, and a lot of his co-chefs, you know, they're playing the game and everything. But I like to think he doesn't really portray that he loves to cook, but I think he's kind of a baking guy. I think he likes making some muffins, and, you know, all that, I guess, cool stuff. I don't know, whatever. Keep at it, Nico! I believe in you! His cooking is terrible. Never eat it! I'm working on it! Cool, thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Before I ask my question, can I give this to Ben?
Thank you.
Ooh! Alright, I'm gonna be reading this from my phone because if I didn't, then I'd probably like stutter a lot. This question is mainly for the Inanimate Insanity team, but I guess it also counts for the BFDI team as well. Were there any song ideas or lyrics to release songs that didn't make the cut, and why were they scrapped?
That's a really good question. I was playing around with episode 5 of season 4. I kind of took point on writing that episode, and I love including songs in the show. I love the music. And I was playing around with the idea of having like the ghosts in the mansion sing a song. I was really into that idea for a little bit. The episode turned out to be just so stuffed with ideas that the song wouldn't have fit. It would have made the episode too long. But I did like start breaking ground on it. I wrote like a couple of lyrics. I don't remember them now. I probably have them in a scrap file somewhere. But I do want to maybe revisit that idea someday. I think that would be cool to see. And I know, Bo and Marshmallow might like to do some music together, right?
Yes, I'd like to start a band. I think that'd be really fun.
I do remember actually too, during season 3, Brian and I had discussed a Clover song, kind of like a Disney princess ballad about her luck, and then when she loses it in the body swap episode, it'd be like, oh no. But we ran out of time.
Well, how would you all like to hear me phone sing? Because we have an extended version of I from the finale that we are looking to release very soon, and you'll get to hear me phone sing in all this glory. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
So I was wondering, in BFB 5, why mention that us had a traumatic killing past? And I was wondering, are you gonna expand on that in IDFB?
I think all the underdeveloped characters in Teapot and BFB, we have to give them more backstory. So that traumatic past, well, we might have to revisit it sometime in the future.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Hi, my name is Tevia. I saw Adam earlier in the parking lot. My question is, have you guys ever thought about making human designs for your characters?
I did that on my social medias for season 3. I had posted like all the season 3 cast. I thought that was a fun challenge, especially the floor, because I was like, how do you turn a human into the ground? But it was fun. It was a fun challenge.
That'd be so cool to see humanized versions, but I feel like the people in the OSC do so much better of a job. Like the people who are like wearing the costumes, you guys are killing it. So honestly, I feel like I wouldn't want an official version that like sort of stops people from using their imagination. So thank you everyone who's doing the cosplay.
Thank you so much.
Right over here, it's Sticker.
Hey, is this working? Oh, it is.
Yoi! Hey, I'm Azu. I have a show called Pretty Unique, and I work on Objectverse. And I just want to say, thank you so much for coming to Atlanta. I always want to come to these tours ever since 2023. And also, I just want to say, like, when it was Way of Life Adventure, I decided to just say, Persona 3! And I just want to ask, if you guys had to rewrite any BFB episode, which one would it be and why? And also, could y'all, like, in any character you like to voice, can you say Persona? Yeah.
Persona!
Persona!
So for the BFB, like, is it just from BFB 1 to 3?
Pre and post split.
I think a fun episode to like look back on and maybe rewrite, or I would say maybe the finale. I think that could be like a fun way we can like maybe expand more on that. I think that would be it could be like a cool opportunity to like maybe push more stuff that connects to like Teapot, because we did see a bit of like Clock and 2 and BFB 30. It would have been cool to maybe it would be cool to see like more of the Teapot characters then, or like sprinkled throughout the season.
Yes, we do ask for future questions, no photos, just so we can get through as many as we can. But we'll make one exception here.
Thank you so much. Y'all have a yo-yo click dilly yo-yo.
That was really good. Yeah, right over here.
Hello. Sorry. Can I ask who to would main on either Overwatch or Marvel Rivals?
Ooh, I think this needs someone who plays Overwatch or Marvel Rivals to answer accurately. So I have the same question too.
I played before. I tried, I think her name was Diva and Mercy. That's who I tried out. And then for Marvel Rivals, I really like Cloak and Dagger. I like their comics, so that's who I would pick.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are down to our final 5 minutes of the Q&A, so we're going to try to get through as many as we can. We'd be here all day if we could. We love you've been an amazing audience, so thank you. And right over here.
Hi. I'm kind of for Layla, and not to be pushy, but is there any updates on the Meathead plush?
Ooh, the Meepad plush. Well, we did have a prototype of the Meepad plush that was created, but we had some merchandise issues that some of you may be aware of. But we have since gotten past those, and he's definitely in the rotation, along with a character of a similar shape that is being made right now, who was in this episode. So we'll have to see who that is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, over here.
Hi. I just wanted to ask, how do you feel about like supporting smaller creators and like people who want to like bring their show like, I don't know, like make them bigger and like more like relevant?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no other reason I would upload all the source files to BFDI so that people can grow their channels and start their own object show. Definitely, 100%. I know Carrie was like keeping like a record of like how many views BFDI got each day or something. I think after like 1 month, it had reached like 300 something views. So definitely the start is slow, but I'm rooting for everyone who has an object show to keep going.
Thank you.
Definitely. There's also those, I know Catherine had done the Texas Object Show Hangout, and our animator Whoopdoo had done the Colorado one, and those are also really fun opportunities for other object show creators to be in a theater setting and have other people watch, and it's been really cool to see that too. So if you're near one of those, definitely, submit your film, and maybe that'll be a good opportunity to connect.
Alright, my channel's name is Playtag Rose, and I have a show called Glow Zero. Well, it's called Glow, but like, it's only on the pilot episode, so I would love it if you guys checked it out.
Yes. Hope it goes well.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Hi. First off, gave Poppy a new hairdo. Blah, 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 blah. But my question is, if pencil gets dulled, who or what resharpens her?
I'd like to assume she has some personal pencil sharpener somewhere. Maybe she just doesn't show it.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, right over here.
First, I want to say thank you guys for making like the biggest shows in the object shows community. I'm so grateful for all of you guys' work, and y'all have done an absolute amazing job growing and supporting people who want to make shows just like you guys.
Oh my god.
My question is, if you guys could, not if you guys could, what season did you guys have the most fun producing, and what's your favorite season?
I think it would definitely be BFB, both 1 through 17 and 18 through 30. I think all episodes of BFB, I think, it was like a challenge to get it done. I think like behind the scenes, people don't know what goes on, but the project of making BFB be like once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks thing, that was like the point of it. So I think BFB was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think part of the reason we created season 3 was because the ultimate story of season 2 was a little intimidating, and it was fun to go back to basics and create a show that was a little bit lower stakes. So I had a lot of fun with season 3. Thank you.
I love your outfit, by the way. The Fries cosplay is amazing.
Fry says that is an amazing costume.
Yeah, right up here.
My question is, have you guys heard of Object Stream Community before? And if so, what are your opinions on it?
I think there's like a lot of new projects like every month, and I feel like I can't keep track of them. But I think, I encourage people to keep making their own things.
Absolutely, and I think any way that object shows can be even more accessible to more people, I think that's incredible, I think a cool thing about object shows too is that they are free for everyone on YouTube, and I think that's been a great way to have them be really accessible. So as long as that continues, I think it's a good thing. Thank you. Yeah, and right up here.
Do you guys want to do anything with the BFDIE characters in the future?
Yes.
There you have it.
Well, we have the creators of BFDIE here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff we could do with them, but there's just a lot of stuff that's in its very basic stages right now. Nothing we could really comment on, but they're definitely not gone forever.
Thank you. We are down, unfortunately, to our final 4 questions, but I just wanted to say you've all been an outstanding audience, and seriously, thank you so much. Right over here.
Hi, so this is my 3rd year being here, so first off, thank you guys for doing this whole tour thing in the first place. It's amazing. I just have a quick question here. What would you say is your favorite part of the whole, like, creating process?
I really love the animatic editing process where we take the storyboards and the audio and actually, that's really the first time you can see the full episode in real time, like the whole story, and you can kind of see where the pacing is maybe faltering and how to edit it to be a little bit more tight. And yeah, I would say that.
I think for me, what's always fun for me is like going into like the audio chat that they have and listening to like the full audio scenes. It's just fun to like picture.
I like working on the music, the lyrics, and just figuring out music is my favorite part.
I think one of my favorite parts of production is the end of the animation phase, because I think at the beginning we can't really visualize how the episode is going to look, but when we get to like the final stretch of like the animation deadline, and then as we're doing like revisions and cleanup and editing, is when it's all starting to come together. It's like, okay, it's almost done, we just need a little bit more, but it's so rewarding to see it. Like, we have so many talented people on our team, it's just great to see it all come together.
I'd say my favorite part of the episode is actually writing it, and every time like I think of a joke or a moment or an action, writing it on the page and knowing that it's going to go through so many layers of making it happen is always a very cool feeling. And my second favorite part is the very end, editing, because everything really comes together there, and it's really cool to watch it go from something that you think is kind of bad and messy into something that you've like kind of chiseled into something nice, like a diamond.
Thank you for your question. I mean, that's really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, right over here.
I was in New York 2024, and I also missed the Q&A. There was one person in front of me before it ended, and I'm so excited now. So, where is the Dream Island right now? And if it isn't destroyed, or like if it is destroyed, or will there be like a new Dream Island? Like, and will it like appear in future episodes?
Well, that has to be something that we want to do in the future, is maybe the journey to find Dream Island. That's something someone has to do. Someone has to go find it. So it has to happen at some point.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to ask your question this time. That's awesome. It's like a redemption arc. Thank you. Yeah, right over here.
Hello, my name is Cuddy, and my question is, do you guys ever listen to fan songs of your shows? And if so, do you have a favorite?
There's this really old one from 2013 made by someone named Cat YJ, who makes BFDI trivia. It was a parody of Fireflies by Owl City called Eliminated. And I listened to that one a lot when I was like 12.
Well, has anyone here listened to the season 3 of II recap song by any chance? Because, yeah, that was done by Olivia Chibatari, and, you know, that was a fan song that we then thought was so good that we're like, hey, we want to hire you on to do an extended official version. So, you never know, the creators are listening, and we always applaud all of your creativity. It's amazing. Thank you very much, and right over here.
Hi. For my question, are you going to experiment with different kinds of voting in any other competition style seasons?
Yes.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. You've been an incredible audience. Oh my goodness. And shout out to our tour manager, Abigail, for making this all happen. As well as Sandy Springs for providing this incredible venue and amazing staff. You've all been amazing. I have been told to say we actually have the Force standee and the Poppy standee that are signed, that are available for purchase if anyone is interested. So that's fun out there. But we have merch, photo op, and other fun stuff out there. If you're VIP, please remain seated. We're excited to see you, and thank you so much. Hope to see you next time. Thank you.